Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel The Growing Developer. And yeah, it's been quite a while since I've uploaded the last video. To be precise, it would be like 10 days or so. I'm so sorry for that. I've been too much busy and I didn't got any time for this. So this will be the last video for the Firebase. I'll put this Firebase stuff on hold and we'll move on to the state management approaches as discussed. I just posted an update on the YouTube community as well. So yeah, all the comments that I got, everyone was okay with the state management. So I'll go with the state management first and then we'll move on to like Firebase cloud messaging services, notification services as well. Okay, so in this video we're going to learn about how we can make this kind of UI. This is our mobile CMS that we are making right now. You can see that. In the last video we discussed how we can add the values in the input field, and when we press this button add product to database, the database gets updated with the new values. So if you don't already know how we build this, go to the info section here. Upwards you have the info section and there you can see the previous video. So without wasting any time, let's start the coding stuff, and before that let me just show you what it does. This is a list of all the items that I have in the database. So here we have this database, and inside this product you can see that I have all the values like brand as Xiaomi, name Note 10, and all the prices. These are just random stuff and the photographs are actually not even same or something like that. So these are some values and I'm printing it, and the moment you press on this edit icon you can see that these values are there. And if I press, like if I change it to Mi Note 13 and click on update, so you can see that the value is getting updated as Mi Note 13, and if I show you here in the database as well, it is Mi Note 13. And so that's it. Like you can change the values real time and not, it's like you are selectively updating the values. That's the beauty of this. And yes, you can delete them as well. So I'll not be deleting it right now. I'll show you how we do it. Okay, so let's begin this.
The Growing Developer.
Okay, so what I did is I've made a new icon here on the app bar. Let me show you the CRUD screen, and here and this app bar, in this app bar I made an icon which is the folder open like this icon, and on press of this I'm going to a new screen which is this list screen. This is a new file that I made, list screen. This is all the file. So what I'll do is I'll just empty up all the stuff. I'll just leave the colors. Okay, I'll just leave all the colors and empty up all the stuff like this. I'll remove everything from here so that in real time I'll be coding in front of you, so you know how I did it, right? And yes, body as well. Yep, I'll remove this method as well. Okay, so yes, let's save this, and now you see that the moment I go to the screen, nothing is being displayed here because it is just an empty space. So let's start this. In the body I am using a stream builder. Now for those who don't know what is a stream builder and what it does, in some previous videos where I started with the Firebase, I talked about streams, how we can access the streams of the Firebase database. All the links are in the description as well as in the info section. Go to the info section and check the videos, right? So what we'll do, it builds according to the stream. So we'll give it a stream, our collection reference, and from that we'll get the stream, and from that stream, if the stream has some data, it will build the UI accordingly. Okay, so it is asking for some kind of like stream. Okay, it will have some stream. So for that what I'll do, I'll create a collection reference. Collection reference, I'll name it as ref equals to Firestore dot instance dot collection, and name the collection. So here for our collection the name is products. I'll name it as products, and then that's it. That is my collection reference, which is inside this ref. Now inside this stream, what I'll do, I'll write ref dot snapshots. Now this snapshot, you can see, returns a stream of query snapshot. Make sense? In the stream thing, we just passed ref dot snapshots. Okay. So what the stream builder does, it listens to the stream, and if there are any changes in the stream, it rebuilds the UI without even calling the set state. Yeah, sounds cool, right? Okay, in the builder, it takes up the context, will pass an underscore, and then what is this stream returning? It is returning a query snapshot. So we'll write async snapshot. This is a type of like the returned async snapshot, right? And then it is of type query snapshot, right? Makes sense. Okay, now you can see the errors are gone. Now what do you mean by the snapshot? Snapshot will be the listener of this builder or this stream, whatever we get. So based on that, we'll have some kind of like if snapshot dot has data. That is, if this snapshot is having data, that is our database is having some kind of data, then only I'll return a list style. Right, makes sense? In the title, let me just give it a text and name it as title. That's it, nothing else. Okay, nothing else. So if I say this, you can see that title is being displayed here. Okay, that means our snapshot is having some kind of data. Now this data is a list of all the documents here, right? So what I'll do, so here what I will do, instead of this list style, I'll just return list view dot builder. Yes, yes. Okay, and what if the snapshot is not having any data? So I'll just return in that case a text, an empty text. Right now I'm not considering any other possibilities, like the snapshot can have errors, the snapshot might be waiting, and based on that we can do other stuff. So when we'll talk about state management, we'll also look into the stream builder there as well. So item builder will take up the context, you already know that, and then the index value, and here we will return a list style. Okay, yes, like that. Now one more thing, if the snapshot has data, okay, if the snapshot has data, what will be inside the snapshot data? It will be our list of documents, right? So in the item count, I'll write snapshot dot data dot, you can see we have the documents dot length. Like I'm giving it like take up the length of these documents. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 documents, then it will show up 5 list styles. Okay. Now next thing, here before this, what else I can do inside this, I'll write where data equals to, or rather I can write doc equals to snapshot dot data and dot documents, not changes, documents, and then I'll write index here. So what happens inside this doc, I'll get whatever is this doc having, right? And then I can write like dot data. That's it. So for the first document, I'll have this data. For the second document, I'll have this data, and similarly this doc will be updated. So inside this list style, as a title, I'll pass text, and inside this I'll write doc of what is the name? Do we have the name? Yes, we have the name. Okay, and I'll change the color to white. And yes, let's save this once, and there you go. You can see that we have all the names being listed here, all the names, right? So what is happening here? We created a collection reference which is referring to our products collection. Then from that reference we created a snapshots, which is in turn returning a stream of query snapshot. So if our snapshot is having some data, we are returning a list view builder. Now this list view builder is actually building these list styles. Okay, so here inside this item builder, for each document, what I'm saying, I'm creating a new variable doc and I'm passing the data, this data to this doc for each value. Now inside this list style I can access with doc. Okay, makes sense, right? Now what I can do for subtitle, okay, I can pass a column, make sure that, okay, children, first I'll write like main axis alignment as start, and I want the cross axis alignment as start as well. Okay, now for this column, what I'm gonna do, I'll just copy this text from here, copy it and paste it 2 times. Now I don't want to display the names here, I'll display the brand and then the price. Okay, so for the first thing it would be brand, and for the second it would be price, and let's save this and see what happens. So after this you can see that we have this brand name and then the price as well. You can also beautify it, right? So instead of this I can go with gray color, and for the price I'll go with blue color. Yeah, so yeah, like this you have the list of these elements here. Okay, so next thing would be I'm able to get the name, price and then the brand name as well. Let's bring out the image as well. You can see that inside this image URL property I have the image URL. Okay, so in this list style only I have the property as trailing. Trailing means whatever you want to display to the right of the title. Okay, so inside this I'll write image.network doc. Here I'll write image URL, and then for the height I'll give it 100 and width also of 100 pixels, and brace is missing, I guess. Yes, so let's save this, and once you save this you see that we have the images as well. Now these images are not fitting properly, so what I'll do, as a fit property I'll give it box fit dot cover, so it takes up the 100 and 100 pixels of height and width. Now if you don't know what this width is doing and you want to know all about this image widget, so I've created a video on that as well. You can see in the Flutter tutorial for beginners playlist. Okay, so yes, we have got everything covered till date, right? So yes, this is a list. We are able to display the list. So once you add anything here, let me just add some name like demo. Okay, this is some error, I'll just solve this out. Brand as demo, brand as well. So let's solve this error first. If you go to the scratch screen, you can see that we have created a column. What you need to do is just wrap this column with single child scroll view, so that this just makes it a scrollable list, right? And you can see that the error is gone. Now this is like a scrollable list. Price as 1 2 3, and let's just leave this image URL as it is. Now if I click on add product to database, and go here, you can see that we have our demo object here. We didn't declare any image URL, so you can't see any image here. Now what I want is, whenever I click on the edit button, as you saw on the UI as well, I want to update or delete this data. Okay, so what I'll do, go to this list screen, and this list style only. In this list style only, I have a property known as leading. Now whatever you place in the leading comes before this title to the left of it. So I'll just write icon button. For the icon, I'll use icon edit. Okay, and the color of course should be white, and then we have a property known as on pressed, I guess. Yes, so this is right now empty. Let's save this, and you will see we have the icon button here. Now on press of this, I want to open up a dialog which have all the values to be updated. Okay, so now one thing here to note, that I want some text fields to be displayed here. First of all, let me just do this, show dialog. Okay, this context, you can pass the context here, not like this. You can pass the context here, and then it takes up a builder, I guess. Yes, it will take the context and will return a dialog. Okay, remember to return a dialog from this. This looks much better and much cleaner. And for the child of it, I'll pass a list view. That's it. Let's save this. Okay, so if I click on this, you can see a dialog is being displayed here. Okay, so makes sense, I guess. This is like we are having a dialog here. I want the text field to be shown here. I want editable properties here, right? So inside this list view as children, what I'll do, go to the previous screen, and I'll just copy. I can show you, like, I want similar sort of text fields here, right? I want similar sort of text field to be shown here. The only difference would be that these text fields will be populated with these values only. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll copy the method of build text field. Everything is present on our website as well, thegrowingdeveloper.org. remember, it is .org in the end. Copy this, paste this method here, so that at least we have the method. And then you can see that we created a column here as well. There you go. I'll just copy these from this till this flat button. Okay, copy this, and inside this list view, I'll just paste it. Of course, we'll not have this add product, so let's just comment this out. It is saying undefined name price controller because we have not yet created the text field controller as well. So let's just copy these 4 text field controller and paste it here. Okay, we have done all of this part in the previous video, so go ahead and check it out as well. Okay, so I guess makes sense. Now let's go to the screen. I'll just save this. Let's go to the other screen, and if I click on this, you can see that we have the 4 text fields, and then we have this as well, the button. Okay, now this button doesn't do anything right now. So yes, I guess let's give it some colors. Okay, so for this list view, I'll just wrap up with a container. Okay, the color property would be primary color, and this list view, I'll give it a shrink wrap property as true. Now what it will do, it will just shrink up the space. Okay, so if I save this, you can see I'll go back and open this dialog once again, and you can see that now it has shrinked a lot. And for this, I guess I'll give it some padding, and if I save it and click on this again, now we do have some paddings as well. So what do you want next? I want these values to be updated with whatever value I just clicked here. Okay, So on press of this, not this, on press of this icon, edit icon, before showing this dialog, what I will do, I'll write name controller dot text equals to doc name. Wait a minute, so sorry for that. Okay, now what it is doing, just understand like this, like if I click on this, you can see that the name is now having whatever name is being printed here. Now these are the text field controllers that I am passing. Like for name it is name controller, for brand it is brand controller, the price controller, and then the image URL controller as well. Now what I am doing, whenever you click on this edit, so the text field controllers, text becomes whatever is being clicked here, right? So I'll write brand controller dot text equals to doc brand. Okay, then I have price controller dot text equals to doc dot not dot price, and then I have not price image URL controller dot text equals to doc image URL, like this. Okay, save this and let's do a hot reload, and if you go back, click on anything, you can see all these values are populated, and yeah, makes sense, right? So we'll copy this flat button here, and after this I'll just paste it again, give it some sized box with some height of 20 pixels, and yes, save this, open this dialog again, and you can see we have two buttons. So second button will say delete product, and let's change the color from logo green to red color. Okay, and here it is not add product to database, it should be update product to database, because we are performing the update operation now. Okay, so yes, so you can see that these values are updated, and I want whenever I change any value here, the same value to be updated to the database as well. So let's write the logic for update product. I'll write it should be like reference, not like reference, it should be snapshot dot data dot documents, then the index value dot, do we have the reference dot update, like that. Okay, so we are taking the data, the documents, we are creating the document reference, and from that we are updating the data. And now it asks for a map, so inside this it's the same thing that we did for adding the data. So I'll just copy this here, copy this and paste it here, like that. So what is happening here, like what I'm doing, I'm creating the reference, getting the reference from the documents index, and then calling the update data method, and this data will be updated here. Okay, so that's all for the update, it will update. And what I want to do is, when this update method completes, dot when complete, I'll do navigator dot pop, that is I want the dialog to be closed. Okay, similarly for the delete method, it should be like snapshot dot data dot documents, and then the index dot reference dot delete. Okay, simple as that. You're deleting the method and you are updating the method as well. So I save it, let's see if it is working or not. So if I click on this mi node 13, let's click on this and I'll change it to 10 and update data to the database, and there you go. You can see that mi node 10 is being displayed here, and if I go here you can see mi node 10 displayed here. And we have this demo data, right? Let's delete this. Click on edit and click on delete product, and there you go. You can see that this product is getting deleted now, and we don't have this demo here. It is all real time. I'm showing you everything in the real time. There's nothing like that. Okay, so that's all for this video, I guess. So yeah, it could be like a bit confusing to you as well. So one thing that I want you to remember is that whenever we are calling the update or delete method, we are accessing these values from the index. Snapshot.data.documents. Documents will give you all of the documents. We are only concerned about the documents that we clicked, and that is being governed by this index. So from that index, that is, if I click on the second document, so it will be documents of 1, that is first index, dot reference. From that reference I am updating the data. Similarly, from that reference only I am deleting the data. Okay, so that's all, I guess. If you want to know about these build text field methods, everything is discussed in the previous video. Go ahead and check it out. I hope this video is of great learning for you. You are able to learn something from it, and I'll try to bring all the stuff more frequently now because I've created a schedule for the videos as well. And yeah, hope that helps. It takes a lot of effort and time to build these videos, make these videos, and to edit it, to bring it to you, right? So yeah, go ahead and check out the other videos as well. All the links will be in the description and the info section. And go ahead and check out the website of the Growing Developer as well. It is thegrowingdeveloper.org. Show some loves in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you're having a nice day. Goodbye.